Market conditions shifting back to mildly bearish from bearish in this bull market with that bounce that we had yesterday. The rank of the market currently at 21.43. So still the upper end of this range. That represents this number right here as it is starting to curl and turn back down a little bit as this retracement has been happening here over the last few weeks. In the shorter term, we did see momentum shift back off of this extreme level. Nice bounce that we had here down in these ranges where we typically get them, at least in the shorter term, getting a bounce, moving that back up into this, still in the bearish trend location, but off of the extreme levels, just a little recovery bounce here. Breadth also recovering and sentiment moving back up as well. We saw buy-sell ratio also have a pretty significant increase. We moved back to 0.36 from 0.2, so still less than 1. A buy-sell ratio of less than 1 when you're looking at it down here means that you have red above green. If you have buy-sell ratio that is greater than 1 over here on this side of things, then you have green above red. So if you're seeing that, and I'm trying to understand what this line is down here at the bottom, that's what that is representing. Also seeing sentiment curl back up now. This is S&P 500, NASDAQ, also pulling off of that 0 reading back up into 18. So seeing a pop right here across the board. If we take a look at some of those market ETFs, you can see that we had most of them, a lot of them moved back into the shorter term up, and SPY having a real nice bounce here off of that support area, that 236 momentum zone. So markets are holding up, at least as of now. We'll see if we run into the resistance that's going to happen here real soon. Okay, we have now we've broken down through this area, and all of these price points that were support here are now going to become resistance on SPY. So we'll see if that ends up happening here in the shorter term. If this is just a little bit of a dead cat bounce, as they call that, just bouncing off of a low in a new downtrend. Triple Qs here, you can see it's trying to strengthen, but a lot of these markets are going to run into this resistance, several areas of resistance now, and that's going to, if they can break up through those levels, that's going to be significantly bullish momentum to that upside. Dow also kind of leading the group here, just about to turn back up. It's got long and short term trends back to the upside. If we look at sectors, we saw a nice shift in sectors also. Still just the utilities back in that buy range, but we're also seeing several move back into the hold, and some of the shorter term even getting a bounce here off of the short term trend up. They just haven't yet moved to that hold range, but getting more and more into that hold range and the buy range as well. Also adding some additional confirmation to this current rally that we've got right now in the last 2 days. Gold pulling back into that momentum zone, 214 sitting at GLD. See if we find any support here in gold. USO did find a little bit of a bounce here, up 1% yesterday, and pulling into that momentum zone. A little bit of a pop right here, holding into that range still. So we'll see if we can get a continued momentum here in USO. Also, if we take a look at muscle stocks, seeing several of the crypto miners starting to come back in. CLSK, you're seeing CIFR, HOWL. Those are all crypto miners that are starting to, and CLSK is as well, that are starting to move back up. They were quite volatile during this range right here. We attempted a couple of trades and were stopped out, but this could be a new support area. Crypto and Bitcoin and all of those, all of that technology is continuing to work and move higher. And a lot of these stocks have kind of been waiting for this Bitcoin halving to take place, and so this could be a new confirmation of a new trend here in crypto miners. Keep an eye out for that. LifeMed, LFMD, nice confirmation move higher. Let's pull some volume in. Increased volume on that bar today. We've also got CLSK, which I mentioned. Some interesting trades. We're seeing that new buy list start to fill up again. When we have a day like yesterday, that's what we want to see. We want to see an increased move in stocks that are participating in uptrends. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.